What is the craziest thing a person has said on their first date with you that made you think, red flag? He said, "You're lucky you're here with me because anyone else would probably take advantage of you right now. We were alone on a beach. Scary."
Because of the implication.
Oh.
I will never not be startled by people who think that not murdering you is like a noble deed. Those people who are like, you should be thanking me right now because I could be so much worse. On a first date, they looked me dead in the eye and said, "I've never really been wrong about anything." The way they said it so seriously made me realize they probably wouldn't handle disagreements well. Big red flag. I don't know, I think you just missed out on dating a literal god. I say take that man right to the casino. I am in love with my fuck buddy and can't promise I won't cheat on you with her. Saw them a couple years later walking hand in hand. Good for them. You know what? A+ for communication. Some people go their entire marriage not even receiving that much honesty. How about we go carpet shopping with my ex, who is still living with me for financial reasons? Look, if you're going on a first date with a woman, there should be only one carpet on your mind. You know what I'm saying? I do love the top comment response to this. Hell is empty. The devils are here. Damn. He said he didn't believe in compromising in relationships. I mean, perfectly understandable. I personally don't even believe in speaking in relationships. See, I personally won't even date someone unless they can anticipate and obey all of my needs completely non-verbally. It's called boundaries. Bare minimum, babe. That they'd love it if somebody jumped us and they could end that person legally. On this channel, I try not to kink shame, but some of these like survivor hero fantasies get a little bit unhinged. I also love the top comment on this one. I just want to do a little bit of legally justified killing, you know, as a treat. He started asking weird questions like, what fabric would you choose to recover a patio set? And things like that. It turned out he was interviewing me for the role of wife. At the end of the date, he announced I checked all the requirements and we needed to plan for me to quietly quit my job and become his girlfriend. He would pay for everything. He was the CFO of a big company and he couldn't have a girlfriend or wife that worked. I needed to also find a cause to volunteer to. These all told with a straight face. I was speechless. I told him it was time to go and we could talk later. Then I messaged him telling him I felt no chemistry, which was true, and I didn't think the relationship would work. He insisted and continued to message me for a while, insisting I was perfect and needed to be his wife. This guy definitely picked wife as his autistic special interest. I don't really connect with people that read a lot. I feel like they're always talking about made-up nonsense instead of focusing on what's in front of them. I would argue that readers are incredibly skilled at focusing on what's right in front of them. They're able to visualize entire worlds based on words. But God, I love when people tell on themselves. I won't date you, but I'll fuck you after one drink. And that one drink single-handedly removed every filter from that brain. Bro really said, let's get down to business. I casually do meth. There's no such thing as casual meth, just meth, and it's not good. On a first date, someone once told me they had a no second chances policy. It wasn't about small mistakes, but rather that they believed people should be perfect from the start. It struck me as a red flag because it seemed to indicate an unwillingness to be understanding or forgiving, which are important qualities in any relationship. I've been pretty silly in a lot of my responses so far here, but I do want to recognize an actual pattern I've noticed that to most people, it seems to be a red flag if you have a resolute unwillingness to be hurt ever. And look, Bob Marley said, everyone is gonna hurt you. You have to find who's worth getting hurt for. You shouldn't have to tolerate continuous and unapologetic bullshit, but a second chance is fair for most humans. No words, but we went to an ice cream shop and he started to physically block me like a shepherd dog from a black man and his son that walked into the store. This one would make me cause a scene. Can we not show our entire racist ass? Even subtle racism is still racist. I was getting points like I was on a game show she was having inside her head. I'd open a door for her and she would say out loud, opens the door for me, 100 points. Didn't pull out her chair. Negative 50 points all throughout the night. I asked her about it, and she said, "Oh, it's nothing." After I dropped her off at her car when the date ended, she got out and asked if I wanted to go on another date. I just laughed, rolled up the window, and drove off. Sorry, you did not earn enough points for a second date. Oh no, she really thought that was cute. Dude, even those of us with rabid praise kinks would feel so patronized by that. She looked at me after dinner as we were walking through the mall and said, "Wouldn't it be funny if I grabbed my face and yelled, 'Why did you hit me? Think about the baby?'" Turns out she is absolutely crazy. I should have run right then and there, but no, I had to laugh and then fall in love with her. Now she's still crazy, and I've had to be happily married to her for 13 years. I feel like we all deserve to give in to a cute little intrusive thought now and again. You know, things like, I'm gonna kick this rock as hard as I possibly can, or I'm gonna eat this cake with my bare hands. But just for the record, it's not a cute little invasive thought if it ruins someone's life and wastes police resources through false allegations. So maybe don't do that. Not what she said so much, but she got a DUI on the way to where we were going for the date. Are you kidding me? She got a DUI and still made it for the date? That's commitment. That's loyalty, baby. I don't want to hear any other excuses for being late to a first date again. Blind date, 20-something girl. Shows up dressed like James Dean with cigs rolled up in her shirt sleeve, talking like Marge's chain-smoking sisters. "I'm not sure why I'm here," she said. "Once my boyfriend gets out of jail, he's gonna divorce his wife and we're getting married." Good luck with that. I'm out. When you show up for a first date but end up on Jerry Springer instead. I've never been more confident that a man was not going to leave his wife for someone before in my life. That I had to pay for her and her kids to live if we date. Do you think when women get denied child support, the family court office just kind of goes, "Well, have you tried getting on Tinder and seeing if any of those guys will pay for it?" She told me that she could fuck any guy in this bar if she wanted to, and said explicitly that any man who doesn't pay for the entire date doesn't deserve to get another date. She definitely didn't need to worry about there being another date regardless. Wow, just start off the first date with some gentle threats. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Just a heads up, I chugged an entire bottle of Nyquil on the way over here. You know, setting up a Tinder date just to drive you to the hospital is still cheaper than an ambulance. Doesn't make up for the stupidity of chugging an entire bottle of Nyquil, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Trying to robo-trip her way to the altar. I just want to make it clear that I want to be married by the end of the year. I move fast, so if you're not down with that, then this might not work. I was, in fact, not down with that. Bro just rolled up like, "Your time begins now." I've heard of speed dating, but bro tried to speed run matrimony. She told me she didn't like sunny days with clear blue skies because she was a witch in a past life and she was burned at the stake on a cloudless sunny day. Top comment, I believe her. Well, those have been our first date horror stories of the day. If you've been married or with your partner for a while, I hope this makes you hug them a little bit tighter. And if you haven't gone on a first date in a while, I hope this makes you feel a little bit better about that. Which was the worst of these situations, do you think? Would you actually take any of these people on a second date regardless of the commentary they made? And do you have a first date horror story? Because look, we might have to make a second video. As usual, you guys know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell so you can find out when I am going live, and all of the things. This has been super fun. I will see you in the next one. Until soon.